Welcome back, guys, to Project Shark Racing. As you can see, we are starting at the back of the VSS Championship, race 2 of round 1, and here we go. And as we see, JJ spins off. Unfortunately, he lands up in the wall. Such a bad start for him. He was having so much pace. As you can see in front, someone goes wide. I think it's Henny. Henny gives us the place, trying to make it as smooth as possible. And as you can see, Roller and Uzal having a bit of contact there. Roller gets the benefit of that, but unfortunately goes wide and he loses 2 places to myself and Uzal. So as you can see, this is a reverse grid order from race 1 results. So we started at the back, and there goes Rock G007 off track, unfortunately. So this is kind of like the mini endurance race, which is also the feature race of each round in the series. So it's going to keep on being like that, where wherever you finish in the first race, that's your grid order in reverse in the second race. And as we say that, Ozil and Ballistic goes off wide, both of them giving me second place. Yeah, that was an easy second place. I wanted to fight with them because I knew they had a lot of pace. I just didn't want to take second place easily like that. So now we're in second place and we are chasing down G1 Ambler 69, and we are on our way finishing our first lap of the race, starting our second. So we are just gonna try and catch up with this guy. I can see he's lagging a bit in front. That's gonna be a really big issue. Yeah, internet connection here with GT Sport is, I don't know, it depends. Like if you're having a good day or a bad day, yeah, it's a real struggle. So as you can see, G1 Ambler is kind of struggling in front of me with connection. So this is going to be tough. If I do catch up to him and I do make a pass, I'm not too sure what's going to happen, because lagging can really be a big factor in winning a race and losing a race. Cool, so we have a good exit around the hairpin, just behind G1 Ambler. We're still lagging quite a bit. He has a good pace though, because he is keeping me behind him, but I am catching up slowly but surely. I'm not too sure what happens there. As you can see, he went off track and now he's on track. I am very confused. So let's just try and get a clean pass past this guy, because I don't know what is going to happen if I do try and pass him. So as we go with the last few corners of lap 2, starting lap 3, and here we cross the line, and you can see I set a really good second lap, fastest lap of the race so far of a 150.465. So here we go around the first 2 corners. You can see that I'm really close to him now, taking the S's smooth as I can, hoping that the car will be as stable as possible. Still trying to fight this lag that G1 Ambler is suffering. I'm still not too sure how I'm gonna pass him. You can see how close we are now. I'm getting really anxious and scared of what's gonna happen as we approach the hairpin. Around the hairpin, you can see he goes wide, and I take the inside cleanly. but you can see now that he just missiles in, like, past me and then hits me from behind. Thank goodness I didn't spin off, otherwise I would have been really upset. So you can see I'm still as close as possible to him, just to get a draft, and you can see I'm on the inside of him now, trying to get as smooth as exit as I can, going close to the white line on the inside. And there we go, first place. I hope he doesn't missile back and hit me, but it seems like first place is confirmed. Coming through the last few corners, you can see that G1 Ambler's lag actually subsides a bit, which is really cool. So yeah, we crossed the line in first place, and here we see Ballistic and Sharks fighting for third and first. Ballistic makes a mistake and Sharks forever takes third place, as you can see, crossing the line now with Ballistic right behind him. Here we go, finishing lap 4. Crossing the line to start our 5th lap of the race. You can see we just did a fastest lap. We are in first place currently, Giambler in second, Sharks forever in third, Ozil in fourth, JJ is fifth, and Roller is in 6th place. Henny Bez is in 7th, and Rock G007 is in 8th place. Ballistic unfortunately did spin and he lost all those places and is currently in 9th place now. So you can see Ozil is putting a lot of pressure on G1 Ambler for 2nd place. As you can see, he's going on the inside, but unfortunately that lag is creating a bit of a problem for these guys now to pass G1 Ambler. Ozil is right there, and as we say that, Sharks forever spins around and loses so many places. He is now, Henny goes past him and he is currently back on track in 7th place. So as we come on board with myself again, we are starting our 6th lap. We actually did a fastest time on lap 4 with a 150.093. My fastest lap so far of this round, which will trump my qualifying lap, which is kind of cool. So through the S as we go, trying to be nice and smooth, not to go too wide, and trying to hug the inside. This corner can be a bit, and I lose control, and okay. So this car is stable enough to push just a bit. I almost lost control there, trying to overcorrect, and yeah, the car almost slid out from underneath me. As we come on board again, G1 Ambler is still in 2nd, Ozil in 3rd, trying to fight him for 2nd position, and G1 Ambler goes off track, losing 2nd and 3rd place to Ozil and JJ. Ozil is in 2nd place, JJ in 3rd place now. G1 Ambler 4th place. Right behind him is Roller from Hungary in 5th place, which is catching up to him very quickly. And as they're fighting for position, as I say that, Roller goes off unfortunately with his Lexus, losing a place and is now down in 6th. Here we go on board with myself on lap 6 through the hairpin, nice and smooth out from the hairpin, accelerating gradually, picking up speed. Gear, 270 kilometers per hour, and down to first gear. And we cross the line and starting our 7th lap of the race. This track is really amazing. As I say that, JJVD MZN pits really early on lap 7. I don't know what his strategy is. I just hope that he makes that was a good decision. So like I said, this track is really technical. You have to be spot on with your braking points. There I go a bit wide. You have to be spot on with your braking points, otherwise you are going to go wide and you are going to go into the grass and into the gravel. And I mean, it's really difficult to get out of the gravel when you are in a race car, and you could get stuck. So being consistent on this track is a must, especially through a few corners that a lot of people are struggling with in this race. So I'm actually not setting quite as fast as lap times as I want to, because the medium tires are actually wearing out now, and yeah, it's kind of a struggle to keep the pace when you're on worn tires. And as we cross the line to start our 8th lap, we are now halfway through the race. So we are still in first place, and we are trying to stay as consistent as possible to keep this first place. I'm not too sure what pool 1 lap times are looking like, but from the previous races results, it looks like that they are much faster guys in that pool, because I'm in pool 2. I'm with, I don't know if I'm with the fast guys or not. I think the pools were just arranged randomly, and fortunately I wasn't with the fast guys, so I could actually pull away and kind of work on my lap times as I go throughout the race. And I'm really loving this Nissan. This Nissan is really stable. I'm not too sure if it's as quick as the Lexus or Nissan. I mean, I'm not too sure if it's as quick as the Lexus or Honda. Sorry about that. But I'm really liking the stability of the Nissan. It's really comfortable. A lot of downforce, so you can actually turn into the corner really fast, and it's actually quite a nice car to drive. So here we go on the last few corners of lap 8. So here we go across the line. We are currently in first place, starting lap 9. In second place is Ozil. Third place is Henny Bears right behind him. Sharks Forever is in fourth place, with JJ in fifth place and G1 Gambler in sixth place. Seventh place is Roller. Eighth place is Rock G007, which unfortunately goes off track now. And in ninth place is Ballistic, who I think is a bit struggling on this track. And as we come on board with myself, we come around the corner and we lose control, and we just clip the grass, and there we go. See, that's how much concentration you need. As soon as you make one mistake, you have to react in a proper way, otherwise you're just gonna go off track and you're gonna suffer. So I actually lost quite a few seconds there. Thank goodness no one was behind me in that corner, so I didn't ruin everyone else's race. So yeah, as we fast forward to lap 11, I think it's time that we start thinking about pitting, because my racing medium tires are really suffering now and the race pace is dropping off substantially. So as I say that, we do come in the pits. We're gonna put on another set of medium tires and we're gonna fill the tank up so we can last until the end of the race. As we exit the pits, so we exit in first place, and then Henny Bez actually pits with me, so I think he's running a similar strategy to what I am. So as you can see on the map, JJVDMZN is actually right behind me, but I think he has to do another pit stop because he did an earlier one earlier in the race on, I think it was lap 7 or lap 6, I'm not too sure, can't remember. So, but we are currently in first place now, which is an amazing thing. So we have a lot of open air, so we can pull away from the rest of the guys with our fresh tires. As we come into the hairpin now, nice and slow on the acceleration. This car has a lot of power, so as soon as you step on the accelerator, the wheels just want to spin, so you must be really careful. I am running traction control too, just because I want to save as much tire as I can and to be as consistent as I can on this track. Otherwise, the more you spin your tires, the more the tire wear will fall, and it's going to be quite difficult to recover from worn tires on this track. We are going to cross the line now to begin lap 13. So you can see JJ just pitted, as I said earlier. He is on a 2-stopper. So here we go, we fast forward on lap 15. Here we go across the line to finish lap 15. I'm just gonna let you guys enjoy the last lap, which is the final lap of the race. So here we approach the last corner of the race and we are gonna come in first place. We are flashing our lights a bit and there we go, guys. That was a very exciting race. A few mistakes from all of us, and here is JJ coming home in second place, which is an amazing position for him. Sharks Forever is gonna come home in third place. Ozo is going to come home in fourth place with that beautiful Nissan GT-R. Right behind him in fifth place, Henny Bez. Right behind him is G1 Ambler in sixth place. Ballistic is going to come home in seventh place. And Roller from Hungary is going to come home in eighth place. And Rock G007 is gonna come home in 9th place. That was an awesome race. Thanks guys for watching. As you can see, this is the results of the feature race with a combination of pool 1 and 2. And this is how the championship is looking so far after round 1. So as you can see, there are going to be a total of 6 rounds. Thanks guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please like and subscribe and leave a comment if you want to. Awesome. Have a good day. Cheers guys.